Hey, welcome back. It's a beautiful day out here, and I wanted to give you 3 different drills, or not really drills, but just ways to think about kicking up into a handstand that I think are going to help you be much more consistent getting into that nice balanced position. And so the first drill, or the first way to think about entering the handstand, is simply putting your hands on the ground to start. Often, when you're learning the handstand, you're going to start in this position like you've seen maybe a gymnast on TV, and try to kick down into the handstand. And that's good if you can do it, but it's not really an accessible way to enter the handstand for a beginner. So what I find to be more accessible is to simply start with your hands on the ground. So here, in this position, you can just do some easy kicks. Until you're able to find that balanced position, right? So it's really easy to just keep your hands down, do a couple of light pushes, and gradually feel that perfect amount of push that you need to have to get up to that balanced position. The second thing that we're going to think about is, after we have the hands on the ground, is what we're doing with the shoulders. Now, if I'm here with my hands in front of my shoulders, so my shoulders are back here and my arm is at an angle forward, when I kick, it's going to create forward momentum. And when we're trying to be balanced, any kind of horizontal momentum is going to make that more challenging. So how I'm going to overcome that is I'm going to place my shoulders slightly in front of my hands, so that as I kick up, then I will push tall, and that will help to bring me back into alignment. So shoulders are a little bit forward, I kick and I push, kick and I push. I find that good balanced position. And then I can come back down. Finally, the third thing that I want you to think about, a little more nuance. So maybe the first 2 are going to be enough if the handstand is new, but if you've been doing handstands for a while, I think this part is going to help you maybe the most out of these 3 things. So what we're going to do is, as we're getting ready to kick off, we're going to have a slight bend in our elbows. It's tiny. So if that's locked fully, that's just a little bit of a soft elbow. And so I'm going to use that to push into my handstand. So I'm here with a little bit of softness in my elbows, and I push, push, find that position, and come back down. And so the reason we want to start with a little bit of softness in our elbows is, typically if I start with a fully locked elbow, when I kick off, I get a bend to my elbow. And so that abrupt bending to my elbow when I start with a really locked elbow is going to throw my balance off. If you're more advanced, you can just have your nice locked elbow and go right into that handstand perfectly. But obviously, if you're watching this video, you are likely not performing at Cirque du Soleil. So that trick of having that slight bend to the elbow and pushing into it, I find works wonders to help develop consistency. So those are 3 drills, or 3 ways to think about entering the handstand. Step 1, put your hands on the ground to start. Step 2, bring your shoulders in front of your hands. And step 3, start with a little bit of soft elbow and push strong into that handstand as you kick up to help stabilize your position. So the next time you're working on handstands, focus on the entries using those 3 drills, or those 3 ways to think about your entry, and hopefully it helps you nail your handstands better than you have before.